Hello and welcome to Random Packet Loss. My name is Kier Maxey and today we have a game from round 2 of the Reading Regionals. On the left we have Ed playing Argus and on the right we have James playing Whizzard. So as I've said before, this is the first major tournament in the UK under the new errata and MWL list, so Whizzard has been nerfed quite a bit with a lot of Anarch staple cards being put on the most wanted list, but still, they're still really good cards. It's usually worth just paying the influence for them, so I'm probably going to still see them. I was like, first turn from Argus, we're just going to get a score hostile takeover, which is a pretty standard, pretty decent Argus opening. It just gives you a lot of money very quickly. Really puts the pressure on your opponents. So Argus, I have a friend who plays Argus, and so I've played against it a fair few times. The idea generally is just to rush and kill if they make a mistake. But it looks like James just played a Rebirth. Rebirth in Whizzard, man. This is some crazy nonsense. So he's played Rebirth in Whizzard to then Rebirth into Edward Kim. So, yeah, so he's just gonna take apart Ed's entire deck, basically, at this point. This is gonna be... You can see how confident James is just playing the I've had worse. But this will make it very difficult for Ed to kill James, because like generally kill pieces like Sea Salt or Scorched Earth tend to kind of like sit in hand because you're waiting for the right moment to use them. But Edward Kim, just run HQ every turn and just trash whatever you find. But here's what Argus does, just going for the rush. This is what you have to do, just try and rush before the runner gets set up. And the ability just being an extra tax here. I mean, at the end of the day, Argus, most games, well, I don't know about most, but Argus isn't necessarily always trying to kill you. Its primary game plan is scoring out. But it looks like James is just going to dig on R&D for the first 3 clicks, I think. Oh no, I think it was install medium, run 3 times. Just take the meat damage off the Oaktown score. Seems perfectly reasonable because you don't want to end your turn with a tag. Oh, it looks like he's going, and yep, that is just going to get scored out, and that is an Atlas. So Atlas continuing to be one of the best agendas in the game. So that will allow Ed to fetch whatever kill piece he needs, or whatever's left after James's assault. But it looks like we are just going to get a run on R&D, and there's an agenda. So James is on 4 points now, and Ed is on 3, and James just doesn't seem to be worried at the moment. He's just going to take the meat damage, get an I've had worse draw. Hey, he's just running R&D, no fear. And oh, that's James with 6 points. He's just taking all the meat damage. There's nothing to be worried about now. I mean, Argus' ability is now turned off because James needs 1 more point to win. So this puts Ed in a really, really tough position. Because, I mean, as Argus, you kind of want to put out the agendas and then create a situation where if they steal it, they die. Because it will tax them too much, or they'll have to run through too many data ravens. But if James only needs 1 point to win, he can't. Like Ed can't do that because if James steals it, he wins. So blocking off that R&D there. I can see one of the Scorched Earths there in the bin. I think the kill is basically turned off now for. Well, I don't know. I don't play a lot of Argus, so I'm bad at judging these kind of kill windows, but it looks like Eddie Rebirth in Wiz. So I mean, James is a very good deck builder. He's a very good player. I think he often builds decks with Ben Nee, and I think often a lot of the decks that people attribute to Benny are often a lot in part because of James. I think he built the Spiky Pilana deck and various other things. And I think that this Whizzard deck is another one that he worked with Benny, because I believe Ben was running Rebirth and Whizzard as well. But also we've got 2 Atlas counters there. Oh, DRT. That is some spicy. That was a spicy card there. Okay, so James has 2 Atlas counters. This is pretty good for him. So actually, Edd can, unless James wins beforehand, just fetch our hostile takeover each turn with Atlas and just score it out. And it looks like that's what he's doing. So this really puts the clock on for James, actually. Yeah. Atlas is a good card. Because now Edd wins next turn. Unless James can... So James has to win this turn. Or, yeah, he's lost. But that is a very stacked medium. If James can just get... If James can get through that ice... I mean, at this point, if that's a data wave, then you just take the tags. Because, I say, you lose next turn anyway. Oh. Yeah, and unfortunately, James, there was just nothing he could do there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so it looks like James just didn't find his Faust. That's really unfortunate for James, because he had such a good start there, but this just kind of shows just... Argus can sometimes just kind of pull it back. I mean, Atlas is a really good agenda. And its ability to fetch hostile takeovers, and the fact that doesn't even tax you. Hostile makes you money. So you can't even... it's very hard to even tax them out. Unless James was running Vamp there or something, vamping down to 0 credits, there was nothing he could really do there. But luckily, I believe we do have Game 2 lined up, so that'll be coming up after this video. So until then, my name's been Kieran Maxey, this has been Random Packet Loss, and thank you very much for watching.